What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Fiction. So today we're going to talk about a movie that I found on Hulu called Brown Girl Begins, and it's a sci-fi fantasy that came out in 2017. It was written directed by Sharon. It's about an hour and 35 minutes long. Now, Brown Girl Begins, it is a Afrofuturistic film about a Black Caribbean girl named Ti-Jeanne, played by Mona Traore, who watches her mother die after not letting go of her fears, and now the daughter has to take her mother's place as a priestess. My initial thoughts when I watched the trailer, I kind of was like, nothing popped out or caught my eye or anything. But I also will say I was watching this at a really late time, so I'm like, maybe I was watching way too many stuff, like way too many movies, and just was tired. But when I noticed that it was a cultural difference in this movie and that it's about a African Caribbean girl, I was like, yes, and she was the main character. I was like, okay, yeah. Finally, we get to see something that's different characters that are not traditional everyday characters that we see all the time. So I will say, in the beginning, it might seem like there's nothing happening because there isn't really anything happening. It's kind of her trying to face her fears, basically. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's basically her trying to face her fears, and it's gonna feel like it's kind of maybe dragging, and you're probably like, nothing's happening, this is uninteresting. But I would encourage, if you're watching it, to just keep watching it to the end. If you're looking for a really superpower, high-tech, science fictional film, I would say this is not one of those. However, this was, in my opinion, still creative in so many other ways. So let's talk about the character. The actors did great. Everyone who acted in this film, I feel like they sold it. They did a good job. They were like really good actors. They were believable. To me, I would describe this as like an indie style sci-fi movie. And because this was like super low budget, and you can definitely tell that it was low budget once you start watching it, like you immediately know. I wouldn't even compare this on the scales of like a big box office movie or a movie that came out in the movie theaters or on Netflix or anything like that. It's clear that they didn't really have a big of a budget for this film, because I feel like if they did, they could have done so much more with it. The storyline plot, I feel like it definitely was super common. It wasn't really nothing new as far as that goes, but I also understand that it's really relatable to the times now, and the times, of course, in this film. This is directed by and written by a Canadian writer, so I believe during her time this stuff was happening, and the author actually of this book, I think during her time, she wrote this I think in the 1980s or something like that, and stuff like this was happening with what's going on in the movie. I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah. Although the narrative is common, I don't think that it took anything away from the truth of this stuff still going on. The movie, I came to understand, was super relatable. It was these people were kicked out of their homes, and there was this place called the Burbs where the wealthy people were at, and there was like a little distinction, I would say, with a Black Panther moment that I won't spoil, but I did notice that in this. I do have my own personal opinion about her being specifically a healer and how she had to heal and all that stuff, but I will say that I enjoyed that this was pretty much a non-violent film, and you rarely see anything, shows, movies, whatever genre it is, that's non-violent, and I thought it was something to appreciate in this time, because you really don't see that. It's always something traumatizing and graphic and violent and bloody and gory, or somebody's getting beat up. There was like I would say, violence. There definitely was, but it wasn't like crucial and just really, really horrible and bad and torturous. There definitely was some symbolism with the whip, mention of the word crack, orb, and everything, the current time, people's situations in the current times, and capitalism, and it was very real. Overall, I think if this movie was given more support, or it gets more support and more shine, that they will be able to elevate with making another part. There's other parts, there's other chapters to this, because the book has multiple parts, so I think that if they get the right the right support and maybe the right backing. I don't know how the editors do their editing, but I feel like there were things they could have added that they missed. Personally, I feel like, so I don't know how the budget worked with that. So it seemed very, very short, like even though it was an hour and 24 minutes. Lastly, I'm gonna mention 2 spoilers, just let you know. I'm gonna spoil 2 things. And she basically had to wear a shield to protect herself from the ancestors that are supposed to be helping her. So I kind of questioned that. And also her boyfriend was like, dang, how not surprising. But at the same time, wow, you're just gonna do her like that, not be on her side? Like, wow. Overall, I do want to recommend this, despite everything that I said about it and despite it needing work, because you don't really see these types of films with black characters, with black women characters specifically in these roles, playing something besides stereotypical roles that are played. Especially young girls. So I think it's really important to check it out and kind of get your own view of it and your own perception of it. You might like it, you might not like it. It's Afrofuturism, so it's definitely, that alone makes it interesting. And then it's about Caribbean people, and I love that, you know, everybody dressed regularly. They have regular clothes on. It's, like I said, it's very relatable. I think that everyone should check this out because it's something that you don't see all the time, and it's just important to support what you want to see and support different types of people and not just one view, one perspective of people or a person. So yeah, I think it's important. I think you should check it out and see for yourself. I watched it on Hulu, but I think I watched it on like this free subscription thing. Was it the free Cinemax subscription? I think it was that one. I think it was on Hulu, but it was also on the free Cinemax 7-day trial subscription. So yeah, I was watching a lot of stuff. I've been watching a lot of stuff on the free subscription. Gotta get in where you fit in, because when it's free, you gotta jump on it. But yeah, that's where I watch it at. I think you probably can watch it maybe on Amazon somewhere. I'm not sure. Yeah, but if you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. If you like it, comment below and let me know your thoughts about this. Hit that notification bell, and before you go, be sure to get you a copy. The link is in the description box below. You can click that link, that Amazon link, get a copy of this book, or you can hit me up at this email where you can get percentage off of this book. It's about a group of kids living in psych ward. They've been confined to living in psych ward for all their lives, and they basically don't think they're ever going to get out until they get this counselor, and he decides, I'm going to help you guys and I'm going to figure out what's really going on. But while he's uncovering what's going on with the kids, it's making him uncover things about himself, and he's learning that these kids have abilities and they're being tortured and harmed, and it's not just them being crazy with mental illnesses. And he learns a whole bunch of other crazy truths, and I will continue reading for those who were still in this with me. So yeah, it's where did I stop? Okay, so we're on chapter 17. Last we stopped, John Smith just found out everything. He found out that basically Sam is able to reproduce without a male. Like, she has some sort of power where she can create life on her own. And he's just like, what the? That's impossible. Like, he's freaking out. He's like, no way. And he learns that. He comes to terms with the truth. And now we're on Tommy. Chapter 17. Haha, hee hee. Tommy. The show must go on. In walks my dude Joe, breathing all heavy, while the guards are gone. Yeah? But of course, I took care of that. What did you do? He asks with squinty, judging eyes. You know, dude, just had some fun. I smile. Tail, who's been quiet all evening, says, I knew it. He looks familiar. His brother. Now, Tail, it's not the time right now. It's all about Joseph, so let's just save that for later, dude, okay? I pat the old fool on the shoulder. He nods. So, Joe, you notice anything different? What? I roll my eyes. Alright, dude, I'm tired of these fucking games and riddles. You want to know why I'm back here, right? Why I had to be captured only to be thrown back in this shithole? It's because I owe her. I owe Sam everything. For what? For life, my god friend. I wouldn't be here without her, I guess. You. What the hell are you talking about, Tom? It's a shame you've forgotten. All of you. You know, I think it's this place that's having amnesia effects. just makes me want to kill. It makes me want to go crazy, man. Sam left us. He is super upset. No, far from it. She freed us ultimately. We're the ones keeping ourselves here. Tommy, you're a psycho. Why should I even believe you? Look, man, all this stuff is just not, well, real, man. Why, I mean, come on. Your name isn't Joe. My name isn't Tommy. We're not who they told us we were. Then what? What are we? Oh, now he's agitated. Well, I'll just tell him to get this over with. My mouth widens, my eyes avert, but he's gone. Oh, no. I look over and the kid is talking to his brother Leon. I'm not sure as to why he's here, but this is becoming awfully ridiculous. I roll my eyes in utter annoyance. What a nuisance this guy's been. I pull out a sharp piece of glass I peeled from a bathroom earlier, walk up behind him, then carefully open him up from corner to corner. Red spurts everywhere from the pink flesh like a waterfall. We watch him choke on his end, reaching for air. Minor complications taken care of. Besides, he was never on our side, and we don't have time to waste on distractions. Okay? We have to get on. Go to the office. We have to get out. Joe stands sweating and shaking profusely. Hey, buddy, let's get going. I snap to get his focus. Stay with me, man. Joe, come on. Come on. Tommy. I hear her voice. So, Tommy just casually slit Joe's brother's neck, and he's acting like, yeah, Joe, he was a minor casualty, but we gotta get going. We gotta get out of here. Like, as if it's nothing. Sam? I turn to see her rose-warm cheeks, then hug her, weeping while she comforts me. You were always fire, curious, and always figuring things out so quickly. She releases her grip, clutching my arms. I'll get Joe. You go find the others. Take Teo. You know where we meet. I nod, opening my mouth, but it looks like our boy Joe is back. No! She's lying! She didn't come here to save us. She's here to kill us. Dude, what? She wants to burn this place down with all of us in it. She never had intentions on rescuing us. It was a trap, all of it. He is disappointed. How could you? She is silent. Is it true? The John dude looks distressed. Yes. She doesn't give us eye contact when she says it. Ma, I'm crushed. She's not your ma, Tommy. What type of mother would kill her own children? Blow her brains out in front of them, traumatically scarring them for life and forcing them to watch, huh? He screams in terror. Huh, Leon? Leon! He laughs hysterically. He's really lost it. Really apologizing? Dude, Leon is dead, okay? I killed him. I slit his throat. I admit. What? His eyes are wet, full of rage, yet void. Relax. I solidify with ease, stretching my hands far enough to create distance. I mean, he was the one drugging you all along. With a version of the eyes shift to the one who calls himself John. No! He screams. Too bad Joe snaps before I can say it. He grabs me so fast I have no time to defend myself. All I feel are tight hands on my throat, crushing my air passage faintly. I hear Sam yelling at him to stop. I glance over at Teo. The old fool was triggered. Now he's running around like a headless chicken. Ugh. I'm gonna be sore from this. My eyes closed, dragging me into darkness. So Tommy and Joe got into a fight. Well, basically Joe attacked Tommy because he was like, yeah, I killed your brother, but it's fine because he was drugging you anyway. And then Joe kind of snaps on him and attacks him, and then Tommy kind of passes out and goes and seeps into unconsciousness. And that is the end of that chapter. We have 2 more chapters left. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's exciting. It's exciting getting down to the end for some reason. I don't know why I'm so excited. Like, I didn't read this like so many times. But like I said, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell button, hit that notification button, give this a thumbs up, and peace out. I will see you next time.